All right, people. Welcome back to our Mitre attack series with another video. Today we cover clipboard data. So we continue this topic, the idea that we have to covering all of these capture devices that are out there. So audio capture, video capture. We had screen capture. Clipboard data is one more step in this capture series. So let's see what we can copy here. So I do right now a screenshot. So that's already a clipboard capture. So now I press Ctrl V and it shows up. But before I press Ctrl V, the stuff was in my clipboard. Just a moment. So this is one of those topics that is well related to the way we used to work. It's quite interesting. So let's switch back to the reading mode again. So we have still Sunday, 7th December in the morning. So I'm pretty much decided to record today the videos for the whole week. So I think this will be now the Friday video if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so let's take a look what we have here. So clipboard data. Adversaries may collect data stored in the clipboard from users copying information within or between applications. That's what I just did. I copied from the browser, from one window of the browser into this Google Slides application here. So that's exactly what we are doing. And for example, on Windows, adversaries can access clipboard data by using clip.exe or get clipboard. So I didn't use these applications yet, but well, that's for sure an IOC to look out for. Additionally, adversaries may monitor then replace users' clipboard with their data. Transmitted data manipulation. And here we have an idea for another video then, because that's a technique here. Transmitted data manipulation. macOS and Linux also have commands such as pb-paste to grab clipboard contents. Interesting. Then we have here on the right side, we have no sub-techniques. It is in the tactic is collection, so pretty late in the kill chain. Platforms are again common operating systems, Linux, Windows, macOS. Pretty recent, and here in this case there's no name of a contributor, so nobody was there to take credit for these findings that you have here. So now let's copy some procedures over there. So I have software, a couple of groups, that's okay. So that's okay for now. Let's switch back to reading mode once again. So we have here procedure wise not as many as with screen capture, but we have again the agent Tesla. We have seen that oftentimes now, that software. Now we have some APTs using Trojan called Keylime to collect data. Okay. This is capable of stealing clipboard. Okay. Software Asterot collects information from the clipboard by using the open clipboard and get clipboard data libraries. Now that's something to look out for. So libraries, yes, there might be libraries that are oftentimes used by malicious code, and this can also be checked. We have Ator as a plugin that collects data from Windows clipboards by using open clipboard and get clipboard data. It's the same thing as here. It's the same thing, open clipboard, Those are APIs. So here it says libraries, this is APIs, it's connected. Obviously an API and the libraries, from a concept perspective, close. And Bookworm, that's a software as well, has used its KB logger DLL module to steal data. KB logger DLL, and obviously you want to be looking out for those. I believe antivirus software might be looking out for that as well. But yeah, so now let's copy that page as we usually do, and let's see what mitigations there are. So I looked a little bit at those already, and it's similar to the other collection methods that we looked at. They say that there are no good mitigation techniques here, so we gotta do that. And also, while we are in edit mode, let's copy some references as well, like this. There we go. That's good. Let's make them a little bit bigger. Let's move this a little bit to the top. There we go. Our references. And now we can switch to the reading mode again. There we go. So let's see what detection strategy says here. This type of attack technique cannot be easily mitigated with preventive controls, since it is based on the abuse of system features. Yes, you can preventing the copy-paste nature. Imagine disabling these libraries and you cannot use copy-paste at all. I mean, it's very difficult to work. Even producing these slides right here requires a lot of copy-pasting. It's in fact only copy-pasting. I rarely write something myself here. But yeah, sometimes it's necessary. Okay, but then let's take a look. Or first let's copy this and say cannot be easily mitigated with preventive controls. That's just important to point out. Then detection. So detection of clipboard access via OS utilities. So here we have again these .exe files and get clipboard libraries. And the trick here is to see who executes this. And this is now an abnormal parent process. This is what makes the whole thing here suspicious. Not the fact that these clip.exe and get clipboard are executed. I guess I triggered that stuff multiple times right now by working. For sure I did. But I didn't do it from a suspicious process, I guess. And suspicious processes, they might be catched by the sim. And then potentially chained with staging or exfiltration commands, yes. The second is detection of PP-based PB-copy access by processes with terminal sessions or linked to launch agents. Yeah, by processes without terminal sessions. And if it doesn't have a terminal session, it's most likely not a human actor then. But these things are exclusively used by human actors. It's one method to make the operating system more convenient to use by humans. So here it says without terminal session, so it's an agent and launched by agent, and that's suspicious then. And then we have here at the bottom detection of Xclip or Xcell, access to clipboard buffers. So those are some specific words for a specific operating system. And again, outside of user terminal context. So this is the suspicious here. Whenever there's no user terminal, the SOC can try to detect that kind of stuff. And again, changed to staging and exfiltration stuff. Yes, so I like the the IOCs that they give you here are the ideas on detection. Mitre does a really good job on that. And finally, let's take a look at the references here. So who's writing? And not surprising, we have Microsoft 2 times here. It's not surprising because it's their system being compromised. Okay, so Microsoft has an operating system and they are being compromised. Sure, they must take responsibility and think of how to make sure that our users are not being abused by using our operating system. And we have the scissor here as well, Chinese state-sponsored stuff going on. Zhang X. So I've seen that multiple times now as well, that Zhang X. So is that one researcher, is this a group? But this is in-depth analysis of stuff and here analysis of new agents. So this appears to be a very technical stuff. FireEye again. EZ is that. I need to figure it out at some point. This is European stuff. So I'm not Googling it right now. The rabbit hole never ends. You can dig into any of the buzzwords you can find here. Yes, Kaspersky we have. Global Research Analysis Team. But quite a while ago, 2014, right? Retrieved 2019. Okay, it's this El Machete thing. So I guess they had one article that covers it all. But we gotta mark FireEye as well. So FireEye is one of those EDR/SIM or new SIM solutions. So I wonder if they have a mitigation technique for that, or at least a good detection technique. But yeah, so far so good. I think we are through with this video. A little over 10 minutes on the clipboard data. So I think we have a good idea now what it is. We know what to look out for. We can locate it in the kill chain. It's in the collection that's pretty late in the kill chain. We have seen some threat actors and typical software that uses it. Again, that agent Tesla stuff, bookworm. And we have an idea how to mitigate it and how to detect. So mitigation, unfortunately, nothing. And last but not least, we have the references here as usual, where we have some pointers on what to read next if we finally kick off our paper reading playlist here. So yeah, people, let me know what you think. Have you ever encountered stuff like that in your daily job? And yeah, you can write in the comments what you have observed regarding clipboard data, what you are doing in your daily job to prevent it, if this is part of your responsibilities. Would be very interesting to get some exchange going. And yeah, as usual, then thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time on cybersecurity, and see you in the next video then. Goodbye.